Hello, and welcome to my video guide series for Grim Dawn. I'm going to be going over some basics and mechanics of the game to give you a better chance at saving the world of Cairn. This is episode 1. It is character creation and difficulty settings. So you've just bought Grim Dawn, it's installed, you boot it up for the first time, and you're met with a very blank screen and a lot of buttons. In the bottom right, you have a Create Character button. That lets you choose between male and female. It also chooses Veteran mode or Hardcore mode, and you get to name your character. So for this, I've already made one. I've called him Video Guy. He is a Hardcore character. So I'm going to make Video Guy 2. And then I get to pick between female or male. It doesn't change because it doesn't create a character until you press Create. Veteran mode is the only piece here, along with Hardcore mode, that really makes a difference in gameplay. Veteran mode can be toggled off in difficulty settings over here in the left. However, Hardcore mode is permanently stuck to a character. If you're a new player, I will not recommend starting in Hardcore, because when your character dies in this game, it will permanently be unavailable to play. It does not put you in Softcore. As an example of this is a dead character. They are greyed out. I have no option to press the start button to play them. However, I get to then press start if I pick any character which is ready to go. Once you have created a character, account progression, unlockables, and stash are all account bound based between hardcore and softcore. So it does not share between them. So when you start the game, if you choose to play softcore or hardcore, whichever one you do not pick, you will not progress in. For new players to Grim Dawn, I recommend starting softcore, because I would suggest learning the game first, which is what this point of the guide series is for, instead of, dying to the occasional mishap. As for Veteran mode, which is over here on the difficulty settings list, and also you can create a character starting in Veteran, I would not suggest starting in Veteran. Now, whilst you hover over this, it does say that it increases the difficulty of the game, a significant increase in difficulty, for experienced ARPG players for a 10% XP bonus. Now, what this really means is it basically triples or quadruples the amount of health bosses have in the beginning. Level 10 boss, for example, will normally have around 3,000 health to 5,000 health. In Veteran mode, it is more like 10,000 to 15,000. It becomes a slog. The 10% experience gain is not worth it. Do not start in Veteran mode unless you are specifically looking for that sort of a challenge, or you really know what you're doing. You do not get extra gear or unlock extra anything except some achievements which are only available by doing Veteran mode. Although they are more challenges than anything, I suggest learning the game in normal and enjoying the game as this standard difficulty. Now, below the start menu, after you've created a character, you also have main campaign and single player. And I will go over the difficulties in just a second. When you click main campaign, this is the standard game. Custom games lets you play in any modded maps or mods that you have downloaded. It is separate from the main campaign. And then if you have the Crucible DLC, you can play in any Crucible that you choose from. And this is a wave-based arena mode. If this is your first time playing Grim Dawn, I suggest starting with the main campaign. In single player, you can then join multiplayer servers, either through your landline or through your internet. And you can also choose to host multiplayer. Now, if you are playing this game in multiplayer, that will be covered in a different video. As for difficulties, as you can see, Elite and Ultimate are locked, and we only have Normal and Veteran. Again, start Normal. Elite and Ultimate will unlock once you have beaten the main boss of the original campaign. And that is everything. So, you should know now how to, 1, create a character, 2, what the main campaign buttons are, what game type you should be playing, again I do suggest single player, and what the difficulty settings are. So to summarise, don't start Veteran, create your character, play Softcore if it's to the beginning, or Hardcore if you're really looking for that kind of a challenge or gameplay, and enjoy. And that will be all for this video. For next time, we're going to be covering the settings menu, and that is all.